Boom. All right, boys. I'm going to keep the intro super, super short. Basically, I just closed a creator client for an upfront plus a rev share. And this is like a really, really urgent client. So I need to set everything up today. So I figured I might as well make a video like showing the actual raw setup of what the back end of an info product offer looks like, you know, just being set up. So this is gonna be like a full raw video, every part that goes into at least this offer, exactly how I'm gonna set it up, and you guys will be able to see exactly how I do it, how I set up a CRM, Typeform, Calendly, how I connect it all with Zapier, all like the little nitty gritty stuff you're gonna see in this video. So I'm about to just get to work right now. And again, this is not like some over edited or scripted video or anything. I'm literally just gonna be screen recording with like my camera in the corner or something, just setting everything up. So hope you guys enjoy and get value. Here we go. Now I'm actually gonna go in my room to do like the full in-depth setup, just because I'm a little bit more locked in my room. Now I'm debating whether or not I want to do a landing page for this client as well. I do want to say real quick, I'm always telling you guys like how long, you know, the setup is, and I always say like it's really fucking easy. Obviously because I know what I'm doing, which you guys are gonna get all this knowledge in this video. But I would guess, I'm gonna time it too, I'm gonna see how long it takes, but I'm gonna guess if I do a landing page, it'll probably take maybe an hour and a half in total. If I don't do a landing page, this is gonna be probably under an hour for the full setup. So if I do a landing page, I might not even do it right now either. I'm gonna have to decide that on my own. Damn, you can see all the zins behind me. Yeah, guys, stimmies are very important as well when it comes to building funnels. Keep that in mind. All right, so to start out, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of kind of a preview of what I think the funnel should look like. Now, this is what I had originally sent him, or not even sent him. This is just like my own notes on it, just what I thought would be best. And I kind of want to sharpen this up and also kind of explain to you guys real quick exactly what the offer is. I also am gonna kind of time exactly how long this takes. I have a call in 45 minutes. I think I'm gonna be able to get majority of this done before that call, and then I might have to finish some stuff up after the call. But realistically, all I'm gonna be setting up is Typeform, CRM, Calendly, and I was gonna do a low ticket landing page, but I think, well, I'm just gonna explain to you guys the funnel first. So first of all, his offer, and also I don't know if I'm gonna use my MacBook camera or my DJI. I'm recording on both, so I guess you'll see which one I use. I don't know yet. But his offer, so he's basically teaching people how to buy and sell fake sneakers and fake clothing and shit like that. He's not selling them like as real, he's selling them as fake, but he's showing people how to do it, because I guess it's a thing where people really don't know like where to buy like fake shoes and stuff like that. So right now, all he's selling is vendor links. So he's basically just connecting people to the guy that sells the fake shoes, and then they can go sell them on Facebook Marketplace or whatever they do. Now, all his traffic right now is coming through Instagram and TikTok. He's not on YouTube. I'm about to get into that in a second. This is all just, you know, ManyChat, setter, basic shit. The actual funnel itself though, what I want to do is I want to combine all his vendor links into a Discord community and then give them access to that, I think at a one-time fee. The whole point of having a low ticket or a community, I don't want to put a ton of attention towards this. I just want to capture the low ticket people and upsell them to high ticket. That's going to be the entire reason for doing this. Move this camera a little bit. So yeah, it's all going to be pushing towards this high ticket offer, which is going to be around 3.5K. That's what I'm thinking. That's also why I don't think I'm going to do MRR for the community, the low ticket, because I don't think it's going to build a ton of revenue. And again, the whole point is just to upsell. So I think I'm going to keep it a one-time fee. This is what he has it priced at right now, like for all his suppliers. So I think I might keep it the same price and then just throw in a community. I'm going to figure out exactly what I'm going to do there. But the high ticket is going to be group coaching. So he's going to do like 2 group calls a week, 2, 3. It's going to be around 3.5K, I think, is a solid price point for people coming from Instagram, TikTok. And then this is like a final boss high ticket. This is not going to be anywhere in the funnel. I'm not going to be running Ascension, anything like that. This is literally, it's going to be like 6 to 8K one-on-one with him. This is just for the people that go to him and say, yo, I'm successful with the business model. And then he's basically going to show them how they can do what he does, which is like sell the vendor links and that kind of thing. So that's like, just think of that as like extra money here and there. That's not going to be a big part of the funnel at all. This is going to be the primary thing I want to sell. And then the suppliers is going to be how I'm going to get people in there. Now, On the contrary, YouTube, I'm gonna get him on YouTube. The good thing about YouTube is you can pick up really, really fucking quickly, especially if he's already on Instagram and TikTok. He can bring that motion to YouTube and absolutely print. So ideally, I want him doing 1 to 2 videos a week on YouTube, 20 to 30 minutes long at least, raw style videos. That is what brings the high quality demo right now. All of that traffic is gonna push to a high ticket Typeform, and then we're gonna just sell them directly. So I don't wanna push YouTube traffic to a landing page or anything like that, or the low ticket. I don't even want them to know there is a low ticket. I wanna get them all straight into the high ticket offer. And then if they're unqualified, they'll be downsold. But it's gonna go through a Typeform, so that'll be easy to do. I think that is pretty much a rundown of everything. Well, let me make it real quick too. I think my mouse is invisible. I think if I go like this, how do I do it? Screen capture, show cursor. There we go. Now you guys can see my mouse too, so you know what I'm clicking and shit. That's gonna make things a little easier. But yeah, that's pretty much the funnel. Really, really basic shit. Again, what I think I'm gonna do, oh, let me say one more thing too. The whole center of this funnel, and this is what I'm running for like a lot of my creators right now, this is sauce, is having like a final boss course YouTube video. So having like 1 to 2 hour long full course, like all secrets revealed type of thing, and having that as the center of the funnel. What I want you guys to realize is for someone to buy something high ticket, you want them to have consumed at least 1 to 2 hours of value content. If you have a course video like that, boom, it gets banged out. One video, they've consumed all that, they book a call, they're getting on the call pre-sold. It's really simple. So I want that to be the center of his funnel. I also am going to have my Miro guy. I have a Miro guy for my clients. I'm gonna have him create a really, really solid Miro for that video. So all he's gonna have to do is record it, which again, you guys wanna make it as easy as possible for your clients. And that should be good there. So that's why I'm considering whether or not I wanna do a low ticket landing page, because I think what I might do is just push Instagram and TikTok to that video and see how that does first, see if I'm getting leads from those platforms. If not, then I'll build out the low ticket landing page. I'm gonna figure that out. But for now, I think what I'm gonna do, first I'm gonna send over contract, all of that. I'm gonna show you guys what you need there. Also payment confirmation, I'll show you that. He paid upfront as well, plus the rev share I'm receiving, obviously. And then I'm gonna set up Typeform, Calendly, CRM, and that should be pretty much everything. I don't think I'm gonna have to do much else. So anyhow, yeah, I've got like 40 minutes, so let's see how much of this I can get done right now, and let's fucking do it. All right, now real quick, before I contract this guy, let me tell you guys too, I already told him all the softwares he needs. Always have your clients pay for the softwares. Even if you're charging upfront, have them pay. You don't wanna be paying subscriptions and that kind of thing. It just complicates stuff. So have them pay for the softwares. Basically what I just told him is, I also need to include, I just remembered something that I'm gonna put in this video, is processor setup. So like fan basis swap, getting that set up as well is obviously an important part. What I'm gonna do, or what I just did, is I sent him all the softwares I need him to buy. So he's gonna set those up right now. Really the only ones he needs to pay for. Calendly is like 15 bucks a month or something. Typeform, he needs the $50 a month plan. And then the CRM I usually use is Close, which I believe is like 100 bucks a month or 150. I'm not sure exactly. And then Zapier, depending on the volume, you might have to pay like 20 bucks a month or something, but that's pretty much everything. So it should be around like 200 bucks a month max. And that's for absolutely everything, like fully dialed funnel. So I just sent him over everything I need. Basically, I'm just having him create the accounts, buy the subscriptions, and then he's gonna add me as like an admin team member so I can actually go in and set everything up. So he's already added me to the Typeform, so I'm gonna start with that while he's setting everything else up, and then should be good. Yo.
Yo, what up, Dustin?
What's good, bro? How you been?
Good, brother. How are you?
Doing well, bro. Doing well. Yeah, I just wanted to call real quick and see what's going on with like the Calendly and the Typeform.
Set up.
All right, sweet. Then yeah, should be good to go.
All right, awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks, Dustin.
Sounds good, dog. We'll talk soon.
All right, peace.
Okay, so slight delay. He had some trouble adding me to some stuff, and then I also had to take a quick call with another client, fix some stuff on that end, and now I have to take this other call. So I'm about to onboard this mentee, and then after that, I don't have any calls for like 2 hours. So that's plenty of time to finish everything. So I'm gonna do this, just made the noise. I'm gonna do this mentee onboarding call real quick, and then good to go. Yo.
What's up, bro? How are you?
What's up, brother? How are you? I'm good.
Good.
You excited to get started?
Yeah.
Sweet, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do you have an idea of what niche creator you want to work with?
Yeah, I have like an overall niche that I found a couple days ago.
I haven't heard any other operators mention it, so I think that's a solid one for sure.
I was looking through like 20 different creators and none of them have a single offer. And I know you say you prefer it. At the same time, it means no one's tapped into it. So
that is true. Yeah. All right, sweet. Sounds good. Any questions?
No, everything makes sense.
All right, perfect. Awesome. Happy to hear that. All right, cool. Sounds good. Then yeah, shoot a message when any of that stuff is ready. We'll review it and we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Dustin.
Sounds good, brother. We'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Take care.
Peace. Boom. All right. Just onboarded a new mentee. He's gonna crush it. I really like this guy. He's very smart, very attentive, and I can tell he's gonna crush it with this. He's got a super solid. It sounds corny, but he's got a really solid mindset, and he already kind of like has a general idea of what he's doing. He's watched a 6-hour course, so he's gonna kill it. Anyhow, back to what I have to do now. It's time to set up. The sun's going down. Wait, I should show you guys the fucking view because this shit is beautiful. Sorry, quick intermission. Look at this. The balcony ends at my room, but obviously it stretches all the way across. Damn, you making a video?
Yeah.
Damn, can I be in your video, bro?
I'm not recording right now.
Damn. But anyhow, what you gotta say, bro?
We're lit, bro. We're lit.
We're lit. Anyhow, back to setting everything up. Sun's going down. It's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be a fucking late night for me. I've got a lot of shit to do, but I'm excited for it. I've got my Zins, my Red Bulls, I've got everything I need. Let's fucking set this shit up.
Do you think the price of the service is good overall?
I think if you're gonna run up YouTube like the way I'm talking about, you should probably charge more.
Okay, I'm probably gonna increase it over time. I was gonna ask, do you think we should be triaging people? We've been kind of back and forth about it. I think it might do more harm than good in some situations. Any experience with that? Like seeing triaging, like calling someone before the appointment, harm?
I really haven't tested that. The most I've done, like the most pre-call, is like having, you know, like the closer send like a video of himself or something like that. But I've never done like a call before the call.
Okay, see, that's the kind of common trend I was finding is that like no one's calling them before, but we are, and we might be bugging people too much.
Yeah, you also don't want to come off too salesy, you know. So that's something important to keep in mind. Okay.
Yeah. I think for fan bases, if you could get my percentages down, that'd be fire.
Okay.
And I think the other thing was just when I applied for the PIVA, just getting it applied sooner.
Okay. All right, bet. Yeah, I can do that.
And I mean, potentially WAP, like who knows, maybe someone's got a better connect, whatever gets me the best thing, that's all I care about.
Yeah, you guys need split it. That's super important.
100%.
We'll be in touch.
Sounds good, boys. We'll talk soon.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Take care. Peace.
Peace out.
Okay, so first things first, sending over the contract. I have a pretty straightforward contract I use. I'm gonna obviously have to blur a bunch of stuff on here. So I'm not gonna like scroll live, otherwise the blurring is gonna be fucking annoying. But essentially it's just the service. So I list out everything that's gonna be handled, you know, make it look as juiced up as possible. And then the only other part is the payment amount. So he paid $5K up front, and then it's gonna be 25% of the whole funnel. So pretty straightforward. And that's rev share. His funnel is not gonna need like closers or setters or anything like that. These deals, you know, the percentages range a lot. Sometimes it's like I'll be paid 35% or it'll be higher, but then also like the closer or setter or whatever will come out of my share. So it just depends on the deal. Every deal is completely different. But yeah, recently I've been doing setup fees. I know I talked about before not doing setup fees. I'll pop up a screenshot of the payment and everything as well. He paid on call. I used to not like doing setup fees, but recently I have been doing setup fees just because a lot of these funnels, like I'm setting them up myself. Obviously this one I'm setting up myself. So obviously that's gonna pay for my time. You don't need to charge setup fees. You know, again, I've just been liking it recently because I feel like more and more now, these creators are more conscious of the fact that there's other operators out there. And when they have like some sort of financial commitment already, like they're just gonna retain for longer and they're not gonna bail before even starting. Like I've had that happen before where I've signed a creator and then set everything up just on a rev share. I thought everything was going to be fire, and then, oh, they have another operator now at a lower percent or something. If they pay upfront, that's not going to happen. Obviously, you put everything on contract too. So even if you just want to tack on 1K, 2K, I don't mind it now. Pretty much all the creators I bring on now, I have some sort of little setup fee I throw on there, and I haven't had really like any resistance when pitching it. So it's definitely a good thing if you want to do that. Again, this contract, you guys can use like a basic contract template. This is pretty straightforward. Service list, payment amount, and all the other bullshit default contract stuff on there. And then to send it out, I'm going to send it out through, I use, it's a Dropbox Sign. There's a bunch of different ones though. DocuSign, Dropbox Sign. There's a lot of them. I use Dropbox Sign. They're all the same shit. You just put in the file and then pick each slot. It's really easy to do. So yeah, I'm going to send this out. Payment is already received. And now let's do the Typeform first. He's got all the accounts set up. I'm added on all the accounts, everything. So we're going to start with the Typeform. Okay, sweet. So to start out, let's do the Typeform. So I'm going to create a new workspace. Super basic. Create a new form. I always do start from scratch. Now, all I want to do now is add the only ones I'm going to be using. So at the start, I'm going to do contact info. And I'm going to split test this later if contact info does better at the start or like middle or beginning. It's different for every offer, but I always do it like just like this to start. We're also going to add short text, long text, and then the multiple choice. These are the only type of questions you're gonna need. All this other stuff is just whatever. You don't need that. Okay, so, and also make sure that you guys set every single one of these as required. Let me make sure it shows on the right. Okay, it's like a little bit cut off, but I mean, it's just a little tab. You just turn on required. Okay, sweet, nice. Now this is what we're gonna work off. I pretty much make all my Typeforms look the same. Again, this is a Typeform. It's going to be his funnel from YouTube to high ticket. So it's gonna be pretty straightforward. So yeah, let's set it up. I also like to turn off, you don't always need last name, it's up to you. I'm gonna turn off company, obviously. These are the only things I really need. And then all of these. Now to set this up, I pretty much just go back and forth with like the format I use. So you guys are gonna see, this is my 6-hour course too. I have like all the questions laid out there. And also as far as design, I like to keep it light theme. For some reason, light theme just tends to convert better. I've seen a lot of stuff about this on Twitter as well. But yeah, light theme just like converts better majority of the time. So some of this information, we have this. I might add a description a little bit later on, but right now I'm gonna leave it like that. First, I'm gonna ask, what's your Instagram username? Move my shit around here. What's your Instagram username? And then what is your location and age? This is an important question for financing. Instagram username, location, age. Now I'm gonna do a drop down. And again, I literally just use the same format for pretty much all of these that I do. What's your current experience with? I'm not gonna put, I mean, I guess I kind of have to. So this is where I'm gonna have to blur this because I want to show like the guy or I don't want to show like who it is. I already explained the niche though. So I'm gonna put what is your current experience with reselling, and then this is where we want to add 4 choices. So the top choice is going to be I have not started, but I really want to. And again, this can be worded however you want to. Fuck, I honestly hate doing this because now I know there's going to be a zillion Typeforms that look fucking identical to the format I follow, but fuck it, it's fine. Then it's going to be, I have already started, but can't find buyers. I'm also going to put, I have already started, but can't find good vendors. And then I'm gonna put, and also I'm gonna run through this with him before I publish it and make any changes that need to be made. And then lastly, I'm gonna put, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say, I'm already doing decent numbers, but I want to scale. All right, cool. That should be that there. Next question. Now I'm gonna do 2 questions. You don't always have to do this. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't do it. Most of these people are gonna be new, so I'm trying to think if I want to do this. It's usually I add 2 questions, which are going to be basically like, what is your current monthly income, and then what's your desired monthly income. I think I'm going to do it. Yeah. What is your current monthly income? Also, depending on the business model, this will either be like their monthly income, or it'll be like what is their just total income. So I'm just gonna do like, what is your current monthly income, and then offers 3,500. So I'm gonna put 1K a month or less. What I usually do. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do 1K to 3K a month. Make sure you put USD as well. That's important, so the Indians don't think you're talking about rupees. 1 to 3K. I'll do. This is gonna be kind of smaller because his offer is not that high priced. I'll do 3K to 5K. Fuck, I can't type. 3K to 5K a month USD, and then this one is literally just gonna be. Or I might make the last one. I'll do this. I'm gonna add 5 for this one. 5K to 10K a month USD, and then the last one is gonna be 10K a month, 10K plus per month USD. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm going to put, what is your desired monthly income? And then this, obviously, there's not gonna be a question. For this one, I'll put. I'm gonna start it at. I'm gonna make this one low too. I'm gonna start at like 1K to 5K a month USD, 5K to 10K a month USD, and then I'll do 10 to 20, 10K to 20K a month USD, and then 20K plus per month USD. This is also kind of like pre-framing them for the sell as well. So that's the only reason I really have this question, because I don't really need this question to qualify them, because we're gonna have a budget question on here too. Okay, now this is like a really important one. This is where you're gonna get information for the call. Like, what are they actually struggling with? Why are they booking a call? So I'm gonna put, what's stopping you from achieving that income goal, or that monthly income goal? And then here I'll put what are your biggest struggles? Basically rephrasing what it's asking. Okay, sick. Really last question I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna have the budget question, and then I might add like a how serious are you question, and then it'll go to the Calendly. So pretty straightforward. This is the question where you really got to be like, this is an important question. Let me add it again, make it required. So the way you frame this, it's really up to you. I'm gonna frame it like what you don't want to do. What I really hate, first of all, I hate putting the price on the Typeform, but at the same time, the whole point of this is you want to qualify these people. You want to get rid of the people that have no money. You don't want those people in here. So for that, I'm gonna put something along the lines of 3,500 to work with me. It's a 4-figure investment. To work with me, it's a 4-figure investment. I'm like brain fogging right now. Let me add the questions first. I'm gonna put, and again, the whole point is I want to get rid of the people that have no money, but also tell people that it's a 4-figure investment. Usually I'd say multiple 4 figures, but since his is on the lower end, it's only like a few grand, I'm gonna just put 4 figures. So I'm gonna put, I have 4 figures to invest. And then for financing, if they want to check out through Klarna or whatever, I'm gonna put, I have 4 figures to invest, but may need to split it up. This also depends on what the lowest you'll take as like a down payment is. For his offer, let's say if we run with 3,500, it's group coaching, so it can be a lot more lenient. I'd say, I mean, we could even get people in at like $500 down, even if it was like an in-house payment plan, because it's group coaching. It's not gonna change the time required from him. So for this, I'm gonna make it $500. I'm gonna say I have $500. I'm gonna say I only have $500 to 1K to invest. And then here I'm gonna put, I have less than $500 and cannot afford this right now. I'm gonna put USD as well again. I don't need USD on the top too. Okay, that makes sense. To work with me, it's a 4-figure investment. Since I will be working with you personally and connecting you, I'm gonna say, and plugging you with all my connections. That said, which best describes your financial situation? I think I'm gonna reword this better. So we're gonna meet a 4-figure investment. Since I'll be working with you personally and plugging you, I don't like this part. Since I will be working with you personally, and guys, this is what goes into it, by the way. I'm just being raw, straightforward. I'm not cutting shit out. This is like how I actually do this. I just gotta think about it for a sec. So we're gonna meet a 4-figure investment. Since we're gonna do a 4-figure investment, since we will be, I don't want to say work again, since we will be partnering on this together, I could even just leave it at that. So we're gonna do a 4-figure investment, since we will be partnering on this together. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I might need his help a little bit for that when it comes to the actual offer. To work with me, it's a 4-figure investment. Since we will be, I don't know if I want to say partnering either though. Let's say 4-figure investment. Since we'll be partnering on this together, and you'll get access to all my connections. I think that's fine for now. I might change it up a little bit later, but that pretty much does it there. Okay, cool. Now, one more question. So now there's 2 questions I might add here. The last one is pretty much just confirming they're gonna show up to the call. Sometimes they put that on the Calendly. I think I'm gonna put it on the form. That's also something you could split test. I think I'm gonna start by putting it on the form, and then the only question I might add is kind of gauging like their seriousness level. Mostly just because I don't want the budget question to be at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put how confident, it's kind of like a pre-sell too. How confident are you that you are ready to work with me on this? And then I'm gonna give 4 options. I'm gonna add like little descriptions. Usually I do 80, 100, 40, 0. 100% confidence. That's why I'm applying. I'm eager to invest in myself and my business. And then 80% is gonna be 80% confidence. I just have a few questions, and then I'm ready to go. I'm gonna put here, I'm ready to go. 40% confidence. I'm not ready to get started. I have no information, and I certainly will not get started on our call. And then pretty much no one ever picks these last ones, by the way. Whoops. 0% confidence. For this, I mean, if someone puts this, there's not even a fucking point. It's just so it's kind of here. 0% confident. I'm not ready to get started. I'm gonna put 0% confident. I have no knowledge and no money. I'm nowhere near. I'm not ready to get started. I'm gonna add to this one. I'm nowhere near ready to get started. All right, 100%, that's what I'm applying. I'm eager to invest myself in my business. I'm ready to go. 80%, I just have a few questions. And then I'm ready to go. 40%, I'm not ready to get started. I have no information. I certainly will not get started on a call. I'm nowhere near ready to go. And then the last one, 0% confident. I have no knowledge and no money. I'm not ready to go. Okay, nice. And then for the last question, like I said, I'll put this on here. Later on, I'll split test this being on here versus being on the Calendly. But we're gonna put just a 2-step multiple choice. How do I wanna word this? Okay. If you are qualified, this will redirect to my personal Calendly. No, this will redirect to my Calendly to book a call with me personally. Please confirm you will show up at your selected time slot. Yes, 100%. I will be on time for my call. And then, no, I cannot commit. Personally, please confirm you will show up at your selected time slot. Yes, I'll be on time. No, I cannot commit. Require it. Okay. Looks pretty solid. That's pretty much everything there. Now, the only other thing you want to do is add endings. So this is really fucking easy. You want to do a URL ending and a screen ending. So I like to have both of them. This is where you pull up the workflow, and then this is where you're going to be able to basically pick based on the questions that they answer. Okay, so I go to the outcome quiz. Which one did I put as? Was it A or B? I'm gonna delete them actually and just add them from here. Delete, delete. Workflow, outcome quiz. This one is going to be basically going to put, unfortunately, you do not meet the qualifications, as I do require a 4-figure investment to get started. If you are in the US and 18 plus, I will be reaching out shortly. 18 plus, you may be eligible for financing, and I will be reaching out shortly. All right, cool, that looks good. And then all that matters is this question right here. The people that get this are the people that choose, I have $500, I cannot afford this. This one is the one that just straight up links, and any of these 3 will make it through to the Calendly. Obviously, I need to get the Calendly link, and then we'll stick it on there. And yeah, that should be good to go. Boom, nice, looks good. Obviously, I need to get these off as well. You can also link people somewhere. If they aren't qualified, they get this page, you can send them to, like, sometimes I'll send them like YouTube or something. I'm gonna put something there too, just not yet. Okay, cool. That's pretty much it for the Typeform. And then obviously you want to title it mentorship application, something along those lines. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. I don't know why I fuck with this color. It's not so bright on your face. Do I actually? I think it's fine. Okay, sick. Okay, that is pretty much it for the Typeform. what do I want to set up next? Let's take a look. That's how you set up the Typeform. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to make a couple edits to it in a second. But first, I'm going to do the contract sent, Typeform setup. I'm going to do the Calendly next. Got a little list. Okay, cool. Calendly next. Let's do it. Okay, so Calendly is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. The account will first just show up like this, which is like a basic meeting. You pretty much just want to edit it. So we'll put this to application call. The hours, he's going to set that himself. I always do 2 to 3 days in advance. Depends on the volume of the offer. And ideally as short notice as possible, like 2 to 4 hours is usually solid. Hours, again, he's going to set these himself. Then you go to more options. This is where you put like the description, the questions and everything. Of course, all the questions are pretty much already answered. So all we need on here is name, email, and then I like to have one that's phone number, required, and that should be it. Yep. And then description, if you want to put one, you can. Something along the lines of, this is the final step to get started. Boom. That's pretty much it. And then you'll just copy the link and there it is. So next, I'm going to set up the CRM. And then once that's done, we're going to go into Zapier, connect everything together, and you guys are going to see how it comes together. But yeah, easy. All right, now CRM, I just moved myself over here on the side, so it's going to be easier to see because there's stuff on the left you need to see. But yeah, this is what close looks like. This is the CRM I've been using for the most part. It is a little complex to set up. Once it's set up though, it's pretty easy. So first of all this bullshit, this is all just like default stuff that they have in here. Again, look, it's all just examples because it's like it's on like a free trial. So it shows you all that. So let's go through. Again, I'm gonna have to blur like his name and everything. Custom activities, custom fields. These are gonna be the only things you guys really need to edit. I'm gonna pull up I literally just, again, I use the same like format, template, everything for CRM, Typeform, all of that. So I'm gonna pull that up next to this so I can go back and forth, and it's gonna make it a lot easier to set it up quickly. And real quick, because I know a lot of you guys aren't even gonna know what a CRM is. This is basically where everyone's managed, like all the leads that come in, it's all managed through here. So you keep track of who showed up to a call, who filled out a Typeform, who needs to be followed up with. Everything is like very streamlined, and it keeps everything organized on here. So first, I delete everything that they fucking have on here. I guess it might not let me do that for some of them because of, I wish they just let you just do it fucking blank slate. There's probably a way to reset it, honestly, but this is usually how I do it. So pull up everything next to it. So first, we're gonna have the Typeform leads. We're gonna do call booked, pitched, which means these are the people that they've been told the price and everything. No show / cancel. I'm gonna add one deposit. This is gonna be PIF, and I'm gonna add another one, in-house finance. This is important so you can keep track of who needs to be, doing manual payments. The only other one would be, I'm gonna add one, I like to put outreach. So this one's for the people that, I'll explain each one. Typeform lead, that's just every lead that comes through is gonna be tagged with this. Outreach, this means people that fill out the Typeform but don't book a call. You gotta send them a text, that's gonna be here for the setter. Call book, this will be automatic. So anytime a Typeform lead books a call, it's gonna automatically change their status to this one. Pitched means, again, they were pitched, but maybe they didn't close. No show, cancel, that's obvious. Deposit means they put a deposit down, they need to pay the rest. And obviously PIF, that means they paid in full. And then in-house finance means you need to keep track of the payments. And then you have the lead statuses up here, which is kind of gonna be like the same shit. I'm gonna put lead. And again, you guys can color these like however you want. Let's put that one as like blue. I'll do booked. No show / cancel. I'll make that one. I'll keep that one gray. Pitched. Closed. I'm about to show you where all of this comes into play in a second. Unqualified, that's an important one. There we go. Okay, that should be everything. Now, all the pipelines and everything, it's gonna come up over here. So you have opportunities. Well, first you have leads. This is where like the leads come through, and then you have opportunities. This is where like you can see like the value of each one. This is where you can see what point they're at, contacts on here. And then the other important thing is smart views, setting up all of these, and I'm gonna show you how to do that with the filters and everything in a second. So first, let me fucking get rid of all this bullshit they have on here. All of that. Leads, just have to go through and fucking delete these. I swear there's probably a way to reset it. I should look into that, honestly. That'll probably make this a lot easier, but I'm so quick to clear all this up as is. Deleting all these. And sometimes they can be buggy, guys. Like you can delete it and then like it'll still be there and you have to delete it twice. Like look, it's giving me a fucking error because it's already gone and it's still showing under leads. There we go. All right, cool. This is all cleared up. All right, should be good now. Now the only other thing that they still have on here is smart leads. A lot of these you can just you can use and edit off of. I like to do my own, however. So let me clear all these. Untouched leads. God damn, shut up. Shit just keeps popping up. Delete. 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 Okay. Now, what should I do next? Next, I'm gonna do the smart views. I'm gonna set these up, and then we're gonna go to Zapier, which is where it gets a little bit more complex, but that's really everything you need on the CRM. So again, this is like a not crazy long setup. Let me make sure I'm recording and everything okay. All right, cool. All right, now I'm gonna pull up what my smart views look like. All right, I'm actually gonna delete these. It's gonna be easier. So how to create a smart view? There's not like a button to create one. Let me make sure you guys can see this too. Yeah, okay, perfect. There's like a button to create one. So you basically have to go to leads and then you apply a filter, and then based on that, that's how you're able to put the smart view. So all this shit can be tracked. Every single little thing when it was created, opportunities, all of this can be tracked. So it's really, really fucking easy. So all we're gonna do is current status is any of. So this first one we're just gonna call it new leads, which would be a Typeform lead. Done. And then you go up here, save as. Can you guys see that? Yeah, save as. Whoops. New leads. Boom. And then we have a smart view right here. So then every time you click this, it's gonna show all the leads that are tagged as Typeform lead. Then to create each one, you gotta click on leads again and then go in here and do this. So again, it's kind of like a little bit of a tedious task, but it's what works. And you can also do emojis. I'm trying to remember how to fucking, is it that? There's like a button to pull up the emoji keyboard on Mac. I'm trying to remember what it is. Fuck, I totally know what it is. Hold on. Hotkey to pull up emoji keyboard Mac. Control Command Spacebar. You guys are seeing the legit one here. For this one, I'm gonna do booked calls. There we go. Oh, I already said it. What am I doing? I'm retarded. Leads again. Next, we're gonna do qualified, but they didn't book a call. Which that one is gonna have to be manually done, which would be outreached. So after you outreach to them, you tag them as outreached, and then it's gonna go into qualified didn't book. For that, I'm gonna do the white circle. Oh, there you go. Nice. Okay, we got that one. I'm just gonna organize them afterwards. Next is canceled or no show. No show / cancel. Done. Where's the fucking Boom. Nice. Next is going to be pitched. So what I like to do for this one, well, there's a couple things you can do. So you can do pitched, and then you can also do, where is it? Confidence. So there, I'm gonna show you guys how this works. But essentially there's like a little slider, 0 to 100 on each lead. The base is 50. And depending on the confidence of the pitch, you can slide that up or down. So for me, I'll do like more than 50. So anytime like, you know, a lead is super hot, you can put them as like 55% or 60%, whatever the confidence level is you think that they're actually gonna close. And then you can sort by that as well. Save this one as, these are hot leads, pitch 50% plus. Next, I'm gonna do the closed people, in-house finance, boom, and then opportunities, current status. This one is going to just be every single person. So PIF and in-house finance, anyone that's closed. And then this will just be set as all mentees. Boom. And then this one is going to be the unqualified, and this is the last one. Or you can do that, or you can do this, either one. Click the wrong one there. Which usually I put lost if they're unqualified. Which it doesn't mean they're lost, but that's just the easiest way to organize it. Boom. Okay, cool, and then organize them all like this. There you go. Now you have all your smart views. So when you want to see the booked calls, boom, you click on this, you can click on each lead and they're here. All right, that's pretty much what you need for the CRM. Now, it gets a little bit more complicated when you have closers, setters, that kind of thing. There's a lot that goes into this, guys. Like, you know, Close has like an integration where they can hop on all the calls. It'll automatically record the calls. You can also dial from in here. I'll show you once I have like an example lead created, but you can literally dial calls from inside of this, which is fucking sick. Okay, so last thing, and this is where it gets the most complex, so buckle up, is the Zapier, where you connect all this together and literally you have it so like when a lead comes in, it shows up on the CRM, it's got their Typeform there, everything is fucking perfect. So this is the most confusing part, let's do it. All right, back over here. So first things first is connecting everything together. Close that. So first you have to actually integrate everything. So you have to connect Zapier to, we're gonna be connecting it to Calendly, Typeform, and Close. So it connects everything. So you just go to App Connections, add a connection, and then you can add each one here. Start with Close. Boom. And we're also going to add Calendly. And then last one is going to be Typeform. Just gonna make me log in here, I guess. All right, we've got all of them in there. Now we go to create a Zap. I'm gonna pull up my other Zap so I have all the templates, and then we're gonna set it up. All right, so first is the trigger. We're going to set that one as Typeform. So Typeform is going to be what triggers this Zap. I'm gonna title it as what, actually I'm gonna do that after so I don't have to fucking re-blur it. Trigger event, new entry, and let me make sure this is good. Configure form, these are all the fucking offers I have on my shit. Okay, got the exact one. If you go into if you click on Typeform, on the Typeform and you go to the top, it'll give you like the ID of the Typeform, and then you can paste that in and it'll match it up if you have like the same title ones, if you have multiple creators like I do. Test trigger. All right, perfect. Next is going to be Close. And we're going to create a lead. Boom. It's all connected, nice. Now for this, all we need is contact name. So we're gonna match this up. You type slash, and then here's all of the Typeform contacts, and it should be pulling up. Let me look at the form, see what's wrong. I'm gonna fill it out myself just so there's an actual lead on there for it to pull from. Again, testing. Again, just filling it out randomly. 4 figures, confident. Yes, I'll be on time. Submit. Nice. So now we should have one result. Perfect, we got a response. And now let's go back. Now let's go back over here. And then we're going to have it pull another test. Find new records. So this will pull the one I just put. There we go. Continue. Whoops. Make sure it's all good. Continue. Okay, cool. Create lead. Configure. Now, if I type this, there we go. First name. And then we're going to do contact direct email. It's just going to be the email. Testing at Gmail. And then contact direct phone. It's just going to be the phone number I put. And then the last thing is the lead status. Where is it? There's opportunity status, and then we're gonna put that as Typeform lead. Perfect, test the step. Boom, done. Now one more step is going to be close again. This time, create custom activity. So this is where it's going to, I've already set it up, so now anytime a Typeform comes through, it's gonna create the lead with their contact information and put it there. The only other thing now is I'm gonna set it so that when it creates that lead, it also sends the whole Typeform inside of the contact. So if I go back here, now as you can see, test lead, I can open it up, and here is the lead. Wait, let me make sure I'm not blocking that. Yeah, perfect. Here's the lead that I just created. So again, it creates an opportunity, it puts it under Typeform lead, and then this is what I was talking about, the confidence level. You could switch all this, boom, it's all right there. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna create a note right here, and it's going to pull up all the information. To do that, you have to first go to settings. I don't wanna show anything bad. And then you're going to want to create a custom activity. Now, for this, let me delete all these fucking example ones. God, this shit is so annoying. All right, nice. Now we're gonna create a new one. We're gonna call it Typeform. And now this is where we add the fields. Now, all you wanna do is keep this text line, and then you pretty much just wanna name it every single Typeform question. So I'm gonna pull up the Typeform side by side. You wanna copy paste it exactly how it is, and then it's gonna be able to map it directly. So let me pull up the Typeform now. This is gonna be complex to do because I have that open on an incog browser and this one on the normal one. But essentially, you skip this one, it's already collecting their contact info, and then just from the questions, you copy paste them back and forth. And you add a field for each one. Again, guys, it's gonna take me a second. Location, age. You're not putting any of the question answers or anything like that. It's gonna fill that in by itself. Add field, and again, this is case sensitive. So anytime you change one letter on your Typeform, this needs to be updated as well. Otherwise, it's all gonna get fucked up. Add field. Desired monthly income. Add field. What's stopping you? Boom. This one, I might have to edit that one afterwards. Add field. How confident are you? Add field. Two more, one more. Boom. add field. Boom, now they're all mapped on here. So now we're gonna go back to Zap, and then this is where you start to configure it. Make sure I got this pulled up correctly. Now, the only thing that's super, super important here is how it maps it from the lead. So on the lead, you want to click these 3 dots and go to custom, and then go to this, and then click the ID that close generates. Super, super important. This one, I think that's good. And then the status is gonna be published. Okay, here we go. Now it has all of this. These are all the questions. Wait, let me make sure you can see this. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. All you wanna do here is put each one, you wanna map it to the Typeform. So what's your Instagram username? You do slash, you go to this, and then boom, what's your Instagram username? Slash, Typeform, location age, slash, Typeform, current experience with reselling, slash, Typeform, monthly income, desired monthly income, sorry, gotta make sure this girl gets in her Uber. What is stopping you? Slash, stopping, slash, boom, boom, and the last one, boom. All right, test the step, make sure everything's good. Boom, nice, publish. Okay, that one's all done. I'm gonna test all this in a second. Now, the only other thing you want to do, now I can rename this. So this one is going to be Typeform to close, boom. And we're gonna go back. We've got that Zap. Now we need one more. Create new Zap. This one is going to be Calendly and close. All right, now this one's a lot simpler. The trigger is gonna be Calendly. So the event is going to be invitee created, continue. Make sure this all looks right. User, event type, application call, continue. Test the trigger. I might have to book a fake call to make sure this goes through. Let me see if I can do it without doing that though. And then after that, it's going to be close. Next is going to be find a lead. So first, once the Calendly event is created, it's going to find a lead. So it needs to match up, make sure it has the right person. To do that, I'm going to map it to their Calendly email, which will be right here. Nice, it gives me an example. Invitee email right there. Continue. Test that. Failed to find a lead, nothing to be found. Oh, it needs to be enclosed. Okay, well, let me, I'm gonna do it with the same info I just did. I'm gonna book a fake call, essentially. This real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Details, what name did I put? Test. And it's mapped to the email. Here we go, testing at Gmail. I'm gonna map it the same, test, put the same phone number too. What fucking number did I put? Boom. Oops. 2, okay, cool. Schedule event. We've got a book call now. Let me go back to the Zap. Configure, delete this, refresh it. And now, I think I have to pull a new, my bad, I have to pull, retest the trigger. Boom, nice, continue, continue. And now, if I do slash, it should be coming up with a new one. I just did. Why is it not doing that? This is correct. I have to refresh this again. Nope. I'm gonna give it a full refresh. Again, this should be buggy, guys, but it's a good thing you can test it so you can make sure before you do some bullshit. There we go. Now it comes up, continue, and that's all you need to put there. And make sure that's true. Test that step. Need some Red Bull, bro. Is it good? Okay, that one's good. And now the last step is going to be updating the lead. I'm not excited to fucking go blur the name on every single one of these, but it's okay. And then this lead, again, you click, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's 3 dots next to the bar. You click that and you click custom. And then again, you're gonna wanna pick the close ID. This is super important. If you guys don't do this for these 2 zaps, it's all buggy and shit. You need to do that. Test step. All right, publish. Dunzo. Nice. And now this one, we're gonna name it booked call update status. We go back. All right, these are the only 2 zaps you need when you're starting out. Now for the final test is I'm gonna book another call and fill another type form, and we're gonna make sure it all comes through nicely. So let's go back here. Fuck, where am I at? This one, I'm gonna book it as James. Another random number, james@gmail.com. James. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes, submit. All right, that's submitted, and now it would take me to the Calendly. So let's go here, and now let's book a Calendly call. Nice, she's in the Uber. We lit. I'm fucking dead. See you guys. Can you see that? And yeah, I'm getting distracted here. I gotta hurry up. Calendly call, let's book it here. First, let me make sure that this came through. So now we see James as a lead. You open it up, boom. Typeform right there. Gives all the info that James filled out on his Typeform right there. You get the contact info, amazing. Obviously, he's just a lead right now. All he's done is fill the Typeform. Obviously, he's a Typeform lead. So now he's gonna book a call and it's gonna change his status. So like if I go to new leads, these leads are here, but I want James to appear here. So let's book the call. James@gmail.com. Whatever random number I want to put again. Schedule. And now if I go back and refresh, where is it? Where you at, James? Did I not put the right email? James@gmail.com. Let me see what's wrong with this app. Again, this is the shit you guys gotta do. Typeform to close. That all worked fine. Booked call, update status. This is what's fucked up. Oh, I think I might just have the filter set. Oh, I think that's what it is. This I'm going to change. Let's go back to leads. I added the filter incorrectly. That's what it was. Because I updated, wait, let me make sure that's what the issue is. Yeah, it has the call here, but did it not update his, it didn't. Okay, so this is still the same. It did not update him. So now we gotta go back into Zap and let's see what the fuck is wrong with this. Created him, found the lead. And then updating the lead is where it went wrong. Let me see what's wrong with this. This is shit you gotta do, guys. Oh, I'm fucking retarded. I literally forgot to put what to update the lead to. Fucking obvious. Where is it? Status. There we go. And then we're going to update his status to booked. Publish. I literally forgot the easiest step. Sorry if you guys are like following along and I just fucked you up by doing that. Again, I just wanted to show the raw setup. This is what goes into it. Sometimes I make mistakes and I gotta go back and fix them. Okay, now it's good. So let me again go here. Book another call under James. I'll have to delete all these after. James at gmail.com. And then, there we go. Schedule a new event. And now we should be good. Status booked, there we go. And yeah, I think I had this set. I did the filter incorrectly. Contacts. Where is it under? Current status. Status is booked. Done. Booked calls. I'll delete this one. There we go. Let me put the little fucking phone number, the phone thing. There we go. Fucked that up too. All right, it's all good now though. That's important. That's why you want to test it. You guys want to make sure everything's set up correctly. Always have to test it, make sure it's all good. Now it's good. So one more thing I have to do is update the Typeform and the Calendly, and then we're good to go. CRM is all good. The Zaps are all good. They're all set up correctly. We've got the Zap for Typeform to close. When a new Typeform comes in, it makes the lead on close. It sends the Typeform inside of the lead. That's all right here. Done beautifully. And then after that, it's going to update their status and put them under book calls. And now, as you can see, if I go to new leads, this is also, yeah, bro, I fucking set these all as a status. But I kind of fucked up here because this is, I only did the opportunities, and for the Zap, you can't do opportunities. You have to do status. So that's the only thing you'd have to change. But there you go. That is the full rundown of that. Now the last thing I need to do is go over to and again, that's just the smart views. Everything else is set up perfectly. Next, I'm going to get the Calendly link, which let me see if I have. I want to make it /apply. Get the link to that, and then we're gonna go to, not this, Calendly, or we're gonna go to, yeah, we're gonna go to this, Typeform. Pull this up again. Make it redirect to URL. There we go. Boom. And then one more test, the final, there, I swear there was one more thing I wanted to do. I forget exactly what it was that I said. I'm gonna have to check back. I think this is everything. Let's make sure it redirects perfectly. So first we're gonna do a test. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Again, the only question that matters is going to be the budget question. So first, let's test if you're broke. All right, there you go. Doesn't work. That's exactly what we want. And let's test again. Only error code I know is that one. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. And then the last question, any of these top three are fine. So let's just pick this one. And then, boom. Go straight to the Calendly. There we go. That is the full setup. Now we've got Calendly done. Let me check my checklist, make sure it's all good. Calendly done. They're connected. The only other thing is going to be getting the processors set up, which is as simple as me making a group chat and then having them send the email. Okay, there we go there. So the only things left is processor and then getting his Miro for his YouTube done, which my guy has already pretty much done. Pretty sure he already has a baseline for it, so I'm gonna check that in a second. But CRM is good, Typeform is good, Calendly is good. Now it's as simple as literally him having the Calendly or having the Typeform in his YouTube descriptions. Everything will run smooth. That is what it looks like. Okay. And I think we're good there. And I hope while you guys are watching this, you realize too that like I'm not some fucking digital nomad. Like I make mistakes too. Like you guys don't have to be some crazy experienced dude when it comes to these softwares. Obviously, I've been using these softwares for a minute, so it's to the point now to where I can pull this shit up and like I can figure out, oh, this is wrong. I know why, I remember. But I still make mistakes when setting it up. And again, the whole point, your job as an operator should be to take all this stuff off the creator's back so they don't have to worry about it. You don't have the fucking creator troubleshooting, setting up zaps and all that bullshit. Obviously, when it gets more in depth, when a closer and a set, I might do another video like how to set it up with a closer and a setter because it's a little bit different. You need to have them actually on the closed CRM. You need some more zaps for that. You need to make sure all the calls are recorded. There's different ways to do that, so I'm gonna have to show you guys how to do that as well. But that is pretty much the full setup right there. Now the only other thing I'm gonna pull up right now, I think my Miro guy is super good. He starts grinding it out immediately. I think he's already got most of this set up. I'm about to check right now. Let me pull this up on my computer. Boom, just like that, he's already got the full A to Z course being put together. I don't want to move on this because I'm gonna have to blur it a shit ton. Wait, let me move real quick so I can kind of show you guys like what this stuff looks like. But look, he's got all of this like mapped out here. Fucking sick. So now my creator is gonna be able to run through this. He didn't have to make any of this. He's gonna be able to run through this. It's all set up, it's done. I also had my creator pay the Miro guy outside of what he paid me. It's like $200 for the Miro. It's usually what he charges me. And it's all set up. So that looks really fucking good. Now I'm gonna group chat him with my guy at Fanbasis and my guy at WAP. And we're gonna give him approved for all the processing. And then this offer in literally one day is ready to start ripping. There you go. I mean, it's that simple. So that's the full setup. Everything's done now. It's as simple as the finishing touches on the Miro board, and then all that has to happen is creator starts posting, Typeform goes straight to that. Again, the whole funnel with like that being the main, he's gonna have like a main course video. All his other YouTube videos are gonna funnel to that, and it should be a pretty straightforward setup. So that's pretty much it there. Can you guys please leave comments? Like if anything is like unclear, please leave a comment. I'm happy to help you guys out, answer. And anything else when it comes to setup, I'm probably gonna do another video showing like, maybe honestly the second part of this offer. It'd probably make more sense if I did the same offer, where I'm gonna show the second part of actually making the landing page, everything like that. And then when that time comes, because I'm not gonna launch with a landing page yet. And then also when like a closer setter is onboarded, how to update the CRM with that stuff. So I might do like a part 2. Let me know what you guys wanna see though. Beautiful night in Miami, it's gonna end the day. But yeah, pretty much it. And again, if you guys wanna work with me one-on-one, I've got my own Typeform in the description. It looks the exact fucking same as the one I just created for that creator. But yeah, I do full one-on-one, so if you guys wanna work with me directly, feel free to fill that out. And again, any questions you guys have, comment down below. Also, make sure to check out my Instagram at Justin Verano. DM me there, I answer all my DMs there. Anything you guys have to ask, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, and watch the 6-hour course if you haven't already. Peace.